Our people have forgotten. They have been made to forget.
Welcome back, intrepid listeners, to Public Remains, the only show where the remains are always public and never private. Because they're all in the public domain. This is me, David, with my radio announcer voice, but it's a little bit more like I'm trying to sell you something. Over here is my lovely spouse, Kaela.
Hello.
And today, we are here to continue the adventures of that teenage sleuth, that red-headed renegade who will go stop at nothing.
Titan-haired.
Titan?
We're not really sure if she's red-haired or blonde-haired, but the official color of her hair is Titan.
Well, she is a Titan of mystery and solving mystery. At least we think so. This is her first outing. She hasn't even done anything really detective-ish yet, right?
Well, kind of. Like, she's interviewing people or talking with people. She's asking questions.
She's kind of following her dad around. She also is keeping tabs on those horrible, awful, snobbish Topham sisters.
Yeah.
That's what happened last time. So if you haven't tuned in before, we're picking up where we left off on Nancy Drew, The Secret of the Old Clock. Secret of the Old Clock.
Yep, that's what the real title was this whole time.
Yes, there was a clock on your clock. You
Dock.
You dock.
Croc.
This is a crock.
Well, fuck.
It's good to be back. Your enthusiasm has dwindled significantly.
I'm tired. My schedule has changed to a much earlier time because of work. Gracie's sick of it as well. So it's a little late. I say a little. It's only 11:07. To some people, that's like, that's past my bedtime. And to others, that's like when I go out partying. 11 is never too late or too early.
It's exactly what it needs to be. It's like a wizard.
Yes.
A wizard is never late, nor is he early. He's 11 p.m.
He's 11 p.m. means on time.
At least to Gandalf.
Yes.
That jerk who doesn't respect curfews. Neither does Gracie, apparently.
Yeah.
Since we're here, and I appreciate you being willing to do this, we keep talking about trying to record it, and it just doesn't happen.
David's working 2 jobs right now.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, Kaela's schedule changed just recently in a very frustrating way. We won't get into it too much with either of us, but just suffice to say, it's the fact that we're even doing this right now is kind of miraculous.
It's good to finally have a day with you where I get to spend it with just you and all that and be able to do this with you.
And I'm glad you're able to do this with me too, darling.
Aww.
There's no one I'd rather be here with, except maybe Alan and Evan. No.
I understand. I miss them too.
Yeah, we should. I look forward to the day we can all get together and do one. I think that'll be super fun. In person.
Yeah.
Yeah. But in the meantime, because this is a show we got to make sure we get it on time. And before we talk about Miss Drew, we got to talk about some important old business.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we're still being sponsored by ads from the 1930s. Crosspatch father laughing at breakfast.
He cussed at his razor. Fuck you, razor.
And the razor retired in disgust.
It reminds me of that Twilight Zone episode.
Oh, yeah. Get out of here, Finchley. The razor on a wire coming down the stairs.
Ends with his car chasing him down. Rewatch Twilight Zone. It actually holds up.
Twilight Zone is amazing. Yeah, absolutely holds up. No questions.
He cussed at his razor. He stormed at the coffee. And he kicked the cat off the porch. You asshole!
Oh, my God. What?
What? Why would you? You're an asshole.
Yeah.
No, you deserve your razor to come down at you. You deserve your car to mow you down.
Also, why? He cussed at his razor, ellipses, and he stormed at his coffee, and he kicked the cat off the front porch. What a douche.
Yeah. No one dared to speak to father before breakfast, but thank goodness at last he found a way to end his indigestion.
Yes, all of this is caused by indigestion.
No, I refuse. No, if you kick your cat due to indigestion, you deserve explosive diarrhea. I don't
For the rest of your life.
No, you deserve machines to come after you. You deserve your razor to come take it.
Yeah, this is Finchley. This is Finchley as a youth.
Yes.
Yes. But Dr. Beeman certainly gave us a godsend in Beeman's Pepsin gum, a delicious gum with pepsin to tone out the system. We all have our irritable times, times where we want to kick a cat or cuss at our razor. Just a touch of indigestion will spoil the best disposition. Often a package of Beeman's will help. Chew Beeman's every day. The flavor is delicious. Especially made to aid digestion. Chew Beeman's Pepsin gum. Please mention newsstand group when answering advertisements. I know it's a short old business, but that bit at the beginning grabbed me. Well, to be fair, we were both looking at it.
Yeah, and then I think the crosspatch father laughing at breakfast, followed by he cussed at his razor. I'm like, okay, that's good.
Crosspatch father. So, yeah, I don't think this is a very good advertisement for Beeman's Pepsin. What is Pepsin? What is Pepsin? Hold on a second. What the fuck is Pepsin? What is this?
I'm looking it up.
Does it have anything to do with Pepsi?
No, it's a legit thing. It's actually it breaks down proteins into smaller peptides and amino acids.
Like Pepto-Bismol.
Oh, like Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah, okay.
It was a gum? How does gum... I can't imagine...
By gum? It's gum.
But like a gum? I feel like that wouldn't do much.
I feel like it wouldn't either. But it was the 1930s. I mean, this advertisement was from a magazine in 1932, so not too much later than the story we're reading today. But at the same time, I gotta wonder. Okay, short and sweet, but sometimes that's the way old business goes, Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was looking to see if it actually has popped up in a bunch of movies, like
Beeman specifically, or just the Pepsin.
Beeman's specifically, like the gum. It actually showed up in The Right Stuff and The Rocketeer, Tomorrowland, that movie.
Oh, hell.
As well as Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. If you want to chew gum like Shia LaBeouf.
I should have had an ad for chewing tobacco. Actually, I'm glad we picked this ad because the other one was just going to be like an ad for Camel cigarettes. And, don't smoke, kids. Please don't smoke, kids. Just get right into it.
Let's hop into it. Chapter 3, Racing the Storm.
I will say, right before we get started, I have a feeling it's going to be a slightly banter light episode because of the condition Kaela and I are in. But fuck it. Mm-hmm. We're going to do it live. You deserve to have the story, and as it goes, I'm sure it'll continue to prompt us. But for now, we're just going to enjoy reading it. Would you like to start, my love?
Sure. Nancy, if you haven't planned anything special for the day, I wonder if you would care to do a little errand for me, inquired Carson Drew one morning at the breakfast table. Back at the breakfast table, I see.
This is after they had that interview with the guy about the will?
Or lunch, but yeah. Why, of course, Nancy agreed pleasantly. What is it? I have a number of legal documents which must be delivered to Judge Hartgrave at Masonville sometime before noon. I would take them myself, but I have several important appointments this morning. I'll be glad to do the errand for you, Nancy promised willingly. I can run over to Masonville in the roadster. It isn't more than a 15-mile jaunt.
Nancy will be gone for 10 days.
Only 15 miles? Oh, wait, this is...
On,
Well, then again, this is... River Heights is in Illinois.
Yeah, that's right. So they need to go to... So there's a town... We're getting some geography. There's a Masonville.
I say... It's funny because, my drive to work is 20 miles, and it can take a good 45 minutes. But that's California for you.
So how long do you think it takes in a 1930s blue roadster to get from...
Good point.
If it's 15 miles away, I don't know what the top speed is. Is Nancy going to have to floor it? I've heard people in I would listen to old audio dramas back in the day, and I remember hearing this one thing where there was a chase scene, and this guy said, "Don't worry, fellas, the way I've got this rig, I can get it to do 40. So, yeah, maybe Nancy's got a rig to do 40.
Jeez.
In which case, she'll be there in maybe 20, 25 minutes.
Yeah. Fine, that's a load off my mind. You sure you don't mind? It's such a wonderful day. I'll enjoy the trip. Mr. Drew parted the curtains at the dining room window and looked out.
Looks pretty shitty to me, Nancy.
It is a bright day, but I can't say I like the appearance of those clouds in the west, Nancy. I'm afraid it may rain. You know how quickly our storms come up. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Is Nancy going to get rained on?
Oh, shit. This is the true drama right here.
You bet it is.
Yeah, I'll let you go now.
I'll start as soon as I can get ready then. Where are the papers? At the office. We can ride down together. Nancy Drew hurried away to find her hat and purse. Before Mr. Drew had collected his own belongings, she had backed the roadster from the garage and was waiting for him at the curbing. I haven't heard you mention the Crowley case lately, Mr. Drew commented as he rode along together. Have you forgotten about it? Nancy's face clouded.
Excuse you? Me? Forget a case? How dare you?
Even if it's the case it's the first case?
Yeah.
No, I haven't forgotten, but I must admit I have made no progress. I guess I'm not cut out for a detective. Oh, don't feel discouraged, Nancy. The Crowley case would baffle a professional.
Just wait until you solve a mystery about, I don't know, a murder in Colorado or...
Involving a Tesla coil.
Or, what else? Eventually you'll get arrested on an arson case.
Wow, it's like you're very prognostication today, Father. I haven't given up yet, Father. I may yet stumble onto a clue one of these days. Suddenly there's no timeline anymore. Isn't there like a deadline for like when the will gets covered and the money all goes to the Tophams?
You think. I don't know how many days have passed.
Yeah, that's true. When they reached the law office, Nancy stopped the roadster and her father got out. He disappeared inside the building and, returning a few minutes later, placed a fat manila envelope in Nancy's hand. Give this to Judge Hargrave. You know where to find him? Yes, I'll have no trouble finding his office. I've frequently driven as far as Masonville.
Oh, you want me to go?
I'll tag.
Okay. Selecting the shortest route to her destination, Nancy deftly shifted gears and was off.
Bye, Dad.
As she rode along the gravel road, her eyes traveled to the fields on either side of the line. There's a field!
and another field! And another field!
Like a true daughter of the Middle West, Nancy Drew took pride in the fertility of her state! and saw beauty in a crop of waving green corn, as well as the rolling hills and expanse of prairie land.
America, America, Sean shed his face on corn. I don't know. This suddenly very patriotic Nancy Drew.
Yeah, just, what the, okay. More than once, Nancy glanced anxiously at the sky. The sun shone down on the gravel road with dazzling intensity, but a large black cloud had settled in the west. Still, it did not appear to be rolling up very fast, and Nancy told herself there was no need to worry. Meanwhile, in the Pacific Northwest, people are laughing at Nancy.
You sweet summer child, they said, hunkered under 15 umbrellas.
15 umbrellas? Dude, in the Pacific Northwest, you don't have an umbrella on you. You brave it with a fucking raincoat.
Okay. Hoser.
Hoser. It won't rain for an hour or two, and by that time, I'll be home, she thought.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you sweet summer child.
Nancy Drew, famous last words.
Nancy took her time on the road, and it was nearly 11 o'clock on time.
At 8 p.m.?
No, 11 o'clock is always on time.
Oh, true.
When she finally drove into Masonville, she went at once to Judge Hargrave's office, but was informed that he had gone to the courthouse. Nancy knew that the legal papers which she had been sent to deliver were important, and rather than leave them with the office girl, she set off in search of the judge.
Wait, is this the origin of that minigame in the game? Where you have to drive all over the town delivering random stuff to people?
Oh, that might be part of it.
Because it's like, is there a reason, like, it's like, I'm here, he's not here. Well, crap, and she has to drive to another place.
Oh, okay.
Remember how you, like, have to go to, like, 15 different places in friggin' Titusville?
So, okay, context. As we mentioned probably in the previous one, we're referring to the Nancy Drew game. So, there was, I think it was, like, the 50th anniversary or something like that.
Yeah, it would have been for the 50th anniversary of Nancy Drew.
Her Interactive created game based on this book, Secret of the Old Clock. It's not I'm seeing very few similarities right now, especially in the mysteries. I don't know where they got.
Would it have been for the 75th?
Or was it 75th? I can't remember.
It was an anniversary. I don't think it was close to 30 years ago. I don't know.
Yeah.
My brain.
I don't remember, honestly. It's been so long. Anyway, actually, we might, if people are interested, we might consider playing once we finish this, the Secret of the Old Clock.
Yeah, I think we've talked about that before, too. I think that's still on the table. If anybody was interested in seeing us play or stream Secret of the Old Clock on Creative Horror's Twitch livestream channel.
While we do our drinking game.
Ooh, even better. Yeah. So maybe at the end of this to celebrate.
Yeah.
If y'all are down, we'll do it. We'll get the game together. They can watch us play it. We'll buy it. We'll make it work.
Yeah. Well, we can dress up and all that.
Yeah.
Look all 1930s and play some 1930s music that is in the public domain.
That sounds fun to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's zipping. Now she has to drive to a different place.
Yeah.
To different drive places in Masonville.
She had considerable trouble in finding him, and it was nearly 12 o'clock when she at last delivered the manila envelope into his hands. Learning that Nancy was the daughter of Carson Drew, Judge Hartgrave insisted that she take luncheon at his home before returning to River Heights. Ah, the 1930s, when some random old man saying, "Let me take you to lunch at my place," didn't sound as creepy.
It's true. I hope you're ready for an incredible luncheon.
At my home.
Come over to my house. I have steamed hams. Nancy accepted the invitation and spent a very pleasant hour in company with the judge and his wife. She's okay. This is why she gets caught in the rain. Mm-hmm. When at last she had insisted that she must start for home, it was after 1:30. I have half a notion to take a different route back, she told Judge Hartgrave as she stepped into her blue roadster. It's a beautiful drive on the river road, but the trip will take longer, and I'm afraid it may rain. Judge Hartgrave looked up at the sky, but in spite of general murkiness, the sun was shining. Oh, I don't believe it'll rain for an hour or two, he said optimistically. That big cloud is only bluffing. I'm picturing now as this is Skinner.
Yeah.
Then I'll take the river road, Nancy decided. No thanks to you, sir. She flips him off as she drives away. She said goodbye and started the motor. Soon she was spinning along the road around which wound in and out of the Muskoka River. Nancy met few automobiles, for the road was infrequently traveled. She did not hurry, but took time to enjoy the scenery. Overhanging trees with dense foliage shaded the road and formed a tunnel, which all but blotted out the sky.
What the heck? Okay, the Muskoka River is real, by the way.
I figured it might be.
But it's in Ontario, Canada.
What?
Yeah.
River Heights is in Illinois.
Yeah, why? What?
How far does the Muskoka River go? River. Sorry, we're doing some geography here, folks. What do we got?
It's just Ontario.
Okay, so in this timeline, Nancy's but her great state.
Oh, there's also, in fiction, it actually says here in Wikipedia, there's also a Muskoka River in Nancy Drew's fictional hometown of River Heights, located somewhere in the Midwestern United States.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, the Midwestern United States of Canada.
Yes.
Nancy's home province, where there's corn, lots of corn, delicious corn.
Despite this American.
So really we should have been going, she saw the beautiful corn. Oh, Canada. Anyway.
Nick, if you're listening to this, is Canada known for its corn?
And its corn grass.
Yeah. Beth, or if you're listening to this, is Canada known for its corn?
And is corn grass? Anyway, I'm going to say that every time. Overhanging trees with dense foliage shaded the road and formed a tunnel, which all but blotted out the sky. Presently, as Nancy drove into a clearing, she was astonished to see how dark it had become. Evidently, the big black cloud, which had attracted her attention earlier in the day, was no longer bluffing. It had grown rapidly in size and was spreading over the sky at an alarming fashion. As Nancy Drew watched, the sun vanished as though by magic. How foolish of me to take this road, she chided herself. I'm going to be caught in the storm. There isn't a chance that I can make it. Put up your top, Nancy. Does the roaster have a top?
I don't know. I'm going to look up 1930 roadsters.
Well, although the river road was perfectly safe in dry weather, Nancy knew that a little rain would make it dangerously slippery. Then, too, the road was little traveled, and in case of accident...
They had it. It's not great.
I mean, oh my God, that is a nice car, though.
It is a nice car. I had to look.
I forgot what they looked like for a second, but now I'm like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
Now picture that with like a nice bright blue coat of paint.
Yeah.
So she'd have to pull the top up for sure if they didn't have one already.
Yeah, I was trying to... Oh, yeah, it's probably something like this.
That's it.
That's so pretty.
That's the Roadster.
Yeah.
You can't see this on this audio medium, everybody, but we're looking at a nice blue 1930s Roadster. Cadillac.
Yeah, that's cute. That's really pretty.
Damn, the fact that Nancy can afford it in the midst of the Depression.
She has a lawyer for a father.
In the midst of the Great Depression still.
Yes.
Well, we also established that her father is actually Dr. Satan, so,
yes.
That's fair.
Ha-ha!
Nancy, I have to go take care of some things. Can you take these papers and go? Where are you headed, Father? New York. What? I mean, over to Titusville.
Drop off the manila envelope with Bostiff. Bostiff? I mean Judge Hargrave.
the judge invites her to dinner, but she's like, I'd forgotten that Judge Hargrave. He's such a good judge. He's that guy who walks around on his knuckles because he has no legs.
Actually, this is Keen. Oh, wait, no. Keen is Judge Hargrave. Nah, he wouldn't lie about that.
Yeah. And Nancy's like, Father, I thought you needed the Roadster. Aren't you going to move all those black curtains somewhere? No, not this time. I just need you to... Nancy, don't ask questions, Nancy. Although the river road was perfectly safe in dry weather, Nancy knew that a little rain would make it dangerously slippery. Then, too, the road was little traveled, and in case of accident, she could not depend upon passing motorists for aid. If a Roadster slipped into a ditch, it would be necessary to walk miles for help.
But I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more.
Just to be the sleuth who walked 500 miles to fall down at Carson's door.
Yes.
Da-da-da-da.
Da-da-da-da.
Few persons lived along the river road, for the land was not considered valuable.
What?
In the spring of the year, when the arrival of heavy rains, the Muskoka River sometimes overflowed its banks and spread over the farmland.
Oh.
Destroying the newly planted crops. For this reason, the district was not a popular one, and the land was held by poor folk, who they just allow flooding to happen to.
Oh shit, there's a picture coming up.
Oh, there is? Yeah, okay. I'll tag you here.
If only I can find a farmhouse where I can drive in until the storm passes, Nancy thought desperately.
It's less racing the storm and more trying kind of to avoid the storm.
Yeah. The sky was now entirely overcast, and in among the trees it was as dark as night. Nancy could not see the road distinctly and switched on the headlights of her Roadster. A brisk breeze began to stir the trees, and the leaves seemed to whisper a fearful warning of the storm to come. A feeling of uneasiness took possession of Nancy Drew.
Honestly looking forward to the weather.
She stepped on the accelerator, and the Roadster fairly leaped forward as though it too understand the need for haze.
I'm getting out of here, Nancy.
Fucking Herbie the Love Bug.
Yeah.
Suddenly, a flash of forked lightning coursed across the sky and was followed by a loud clap of thunder.
Castle thunder, castle thunder.
That was close, Nancy murmured uncomfortably.
Herbie agreed and honked.
Yeah. She bent low over the wheel and took the curves as fast as she dared. An unexpected gust of wind struck the road and blew dust in every direction. As cold air struck her, Nancy realized that the storm was almost upon her. She already could see the rain sweeping down upon her from the far hills. This is treating like the storm like it's a fucking monster coming to get her.
When you're small, Titan-haired 18-year-old driving a really nice, shiny blue 1930s Cadillac Roadster.
That can only go up to 40 miles, 50 miles per hour.
Only after Carson allowed his weird, creepy henchman to soup it up. Oh no, Nancy, look under the hood to make sure there's not a thin wire that'll cause it to burst into flame. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's weird. It's dark, but she also can see the rain coming from far away. Interesting.
Frantically, Nancy glanced about for a possible shelter. On down the road, a short distance, she caught sight of an old farmhouse and a dilapidated barn which stood near the highway. If I can only get there before the rain strikes me, Nancy thought anxiously.
Oh shit, she'll melt. That's what's gonna happen. She'll fucking melt. Her Titan hair will turn back into...
Oh no, my Titan hair will become blonde again.
No! I had to dye this so those bitches, the Topham sisters, would stop calling me stupid things, stop telling blonde jokes at my expense. Fuck. But the storm would hold off no longer. Large drops of rain began to splash against the windshield, slowly at first, then faster and faster. The sky had taken on a yellowish cast. Then, unexpectedly, came a second flash of lightning, and simultaneously a deluge of rain. Nancy turned on the windshield wiper, but the rain was blinding in its violence. It was impossible to see more than a few feet ahead of the automobile, and almost in an instant the road had dissolved into a sea of mud. Nancy had been caught in a number of storms, but never one like this. She feared that she would slip into a ditch before she could reach the shelter of the barn. Then, at the side of the road, the barn loomed up, and in relief, Nancy saw that the doors were wide open. Without an instant's hesitation, she headed straight for the building and drove in.
Dude, that's...
killed several cows.
This isn't your home.
She's like, fuck it. It's about survival, baby.
Yep, and then there's a picture of her driving into the barn, but there's a woman in high heels looking at her like, what the fuck are you doing?
High heels and a trench coat.
Yeah.
With like a nice curly bob going on.
Yeah, that's a very 30s type haircut.
It's super great. I love Nancy's like expression here. She's just kind of like, hi, can I come in? This is great.
Safely inside, she turned off the motor and the lights, and with a sigh of relief sank back against the cushions. Well, you just got in time. I don't know what voice I'm doing here. Well, you got in just in time, said a pleasant voice behind her. Startled, Nancy Drew turned quickly and saw a girl of her own age regarding her with interest. Even as the stranger spoke, the storm broke in full violence. Sorry, that's... A cold blast of wind rattled the barn doors and sent a sheet of rain inside. Jesus.
So much for this barn being weather tight, huh?
Yeah. I beg your pardon, Nancy apologized as she climbed from the roaster. It wasn't very polite of me to run in here the way I did. Yeah, why'd you do it then? You're more than welcome to the shelter, I'm sure, the stranger told her kindly. I'm afraid we haven't much else here. We haven't much else to offer. In the semi-darkness, Nancy studied the girl curiously. She had been impressed with her cultured voice and manner, and now she noted that her clothing, while not expensive, was neat and well-made. The girl did not appear to be the daughter of a farmer who would live on this poor land, yet she seemed to fit into her background.
She didn't look unkempt enough to be one of those people, said Nancy, disdaining the poor, like she always does.
She didn't look poor, but God forbid if she did.
She was too well-bred to be white trash.
Oh my God. It looks to me as though we're in for a real storm, the girl said and smiled pleasantly. She glanced outside the pelting rain. I'm afraid you'll be forced to remain here for some time. So long as I'm not out in the rain, I don't mind, Nancy replied quickly. That is, if you don't object. Object? The girl spoke impulsively. Impulsively?
An interesting adjective right there.
Yeah. Oh, you can't understand how eager we are for visitors. Grace and I seldom have a chance to talk with anyone our own age. Sometimes a whole week will go by and we won't see anyone but the postman. This place is haunted.
Oh God, they're ghosts. Oh, hey, wait a minute. Yeah, look at this next paragraph.
Nancy had a natural talent for unearthing interesting stories, and now a sixth sense seemed to tell her that she had encountered something unusual.
Oh! A sixth sense?
Whoa. She was eager to learn more about the girl and her reason for leading such an isolated life. I must thank you for your hospitality, Nancy said with a friendly smile. After all, perhaps the storm has done us both a real favor in throwing us together. At the moment, Nancy Drew little dreamed that the next few hours would reveal the truth of her polite utterance.
Uh-oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
Ghost lesbians. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, wait, never mind.
Oh.
We don't know about the ratio. Hey, that was the whole chapter.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd say we soldier on.
Yep.
Chapter 4. Let's see if we can get through chapter 4, and maybe if we're feeling bold, we'll do something else like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. So far, so good, though, huh?
So far, so good. And actually, chapter 4 is an interesting story.
It better be. I mean, I'll say this much. We're this far in, and I'm already like, you know what? I'm actually just kind of enjoying reading it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very simple, I will say.
It is, but it's... keeping in mind, this is, the first ever Nancy Drew story.
Yes.
So, the storm is getting worse every minute, Nancy Drew's companion observed. Nancy followed her to the barn door and looked out. The rain was now coming down in torrents, and as the girls stood in the doorway, a sudden gust of wind blew a sheet of water into their faces. Nancy died. She melted before them. Oh, let's get back where it's dry, Nancy laughed. This is terrible. Oh, there's your favorite. There you to say, oh, let's get back inside where it's dry. This is terrible. It's getting cold, too, her companion announced with chattering teeth. Why not come into the house with me? It's far more comfortable there. And unless I'm mistaken, this storm will continue for an hour or so. Oh, I don't like to trouble you. Oh, it's no trouble at all. Grace will never forgive me if I don't bring you inside. She turned to Nancy with an apologetic smile. I guess I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Allie Horner, and I am Nancy Drew. Not the daughter of Carson Drew, the noted lawyer.
Everybody knows who Nancy Drew is because of her dad.
It's a name that's well known to everyone, just like Ascot Keene said about his nemesis.
Oh my god.
Yes, Nancy admitted in surprise. Do you know my father? Oh, no, but I guess everyone has heard of him. Allie Horner began to take off her raincoat she wore. Here, take this, and I'll find you a pair of rubber boots. Oh, I don't want to take your raincoat, Nancy protested. What will you wear? Oh, I have an old coat hanging here on a nail. I'll use that. Anyway, the rain won't hurt my dress.
Because she's a ghost.
Yep, I could see that. Under protest, Nancy donned the raincoat and put on a pair of rubber boots, which were several sizes too large for her. She made such a grotesque picture that the two girls could not help but laugh. Then they closed the barn doors. Now, Allie directed, and then everybody jumped out. All the assassins and ninjas jumped out. Now, Allie directed, let's make a dash for it. Hand in hand, they splashed through the mud toward the farmhouse. As they ran, a vivid flash of lightning momentarily illuminated the sky and caused the girls to cringe. The rain...
You know that flash of lightning is so cringe.
It's such a cringe fan.
Yeah.
The rain pelted down steadily, and the atmosphere was much colder than it had been 10 minutes before. If it gets any colder, we'll have hail, Allie chattered, and the two girls reached the shelter of the porch. Dropping their muddy boots outside, Allie flung open the door, and they entered a warm kitchen. As the door closed behind them, an older girl who was bending over the kitchen range turned toward them in surprise. Grace, I've brought you a visitor, Allie said quickly. Miss Drew, I want you to meet my sister. She's the mainstay of our little family.
Grace Horner cordially acknowledged the introduction and greeted Nancy with a warm smile. She was tall and slender, as was her sister, with dark hair and thoughtful brown eyes. Nancy judged that she was at least 4 years older than Allie. I wouldn't know that for sure, but if that number is specific.
She's a detective. I'll give her that. She's just really good at reading this thing, I guess. This kind of thing. Her
face was rather serious, and it was evident that the responsibility had fallen upon her shoulders at an early age. Nancy doesn't know that, but you know what? We'll say it's because she's got the sixth sense. She's
a sleuth. She's got the sleuth sense.
Nancy was at once attracted to both Grace and Allie.
Ah.
Oh, good.
that was a very Santa Claus. He is happy and gay.
Oh. And responded to their cordial welcome. It's nice of
Nancy was very wet.
God damn it.
But also happy to see them.
Nancy was...
I'm a horrible person.
Was at once attracted to both Grace and Allie. Can't choose between the two girls. Both of them are pretty attractive, you know? And it's made... And I mean, although Allie was the first one to get her wet, so... I'm going to hell.
They could have stayed in the barn a little longer, but it was only after Nancy saw both sisters that the attraction kicked in.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we're trying desperately to make it gay. Stop it. Stop judging us.
It's nice of you to take me in this way, she told them. That's what she said. Mercy, it's a pleasure for us, Grace assured her. We don't see a girl of our own age once in a month unless we go to Masonville, and our visits there aren't very frequent, Miss Drew. Oh, please call me by my first name, Nancy begged. Everyone does. The three girls were soon laughing and talking together as though they had always been friends. Nancy knew that she was going to like the Horner girls, and it was evident they were delighted with her.
Oh, boy.
Presently, Grace deftly removed a cake from the oven and set it on a table to cool. Is there a birthday coming?
Maybe it is.
Let's go into the living room, she suggested. My cake is sent, so I don't need to wash it. I'll give you a piece before you go, Nancy. And Grace's cakes are the real thing, Allie declared. I'm not much of a cook myself. I'd rather be outdoors.
Oh, cool. We have some contrast here.
Mm-hmm. We don't wish you any bad luck, Nancy. Very weird thing to say. Grace laughed as she led Nancy into the next room. But Allie and I don't care how long it storms. Neither do I, so long as I get home before dark, Nancy replied.
Oh, they're getting into it.
Oh, yeah. Although the living room was warm and comfortable, it was nearly bare of furniture. The floors had been painted and were scantily covered with handmade rag rugs?
Rag rugs. Not rad rugs. Those are mutated rugs.
Rag rugs. Like...
ragged rugs? Like raggedy rugs?
I was thinking of those white, covers that they put on, but... With the exception of an old-fashioned divan, an inexpensive table, and a few straight back chairs, and an old wood stove which furnished heat, there was little in the room. However, dainty white curtains covered the windows, and Nancy realized that although the Hornegers were poor, they tried hard to make their home attractive. I thought, like, she described Allie wearing something that wasn't...
She said it didn't look like they had someone with money, but, like, it looked like she was, like, at least something well-made.
It's her way of saying they're basically poor, but not white trash.
These are efficient, salt-of-the-earth young women. Yeah. Right? Yeah.
Surely you two girls don't live here alone, do you? Nancy inquired. Allie nodded. Grace and I have been living here ever since Father died. That was 2 years ago. Mother passed away just before that, the girl added with a slight catch in her voice. But how do you manage? It must be dreadfully hard for two girls to run a farm by themselves, said Nancy in wonder. Our farm isn't very large now, Grace said quietly. We only have a few acres. That's quite a bit of land.
I mean, still, but maybe in the 30s,
yeah,
it's not.
No, but, like, I mean, I get it, like, I've seen what a half acre looks like. It's huge, but, like, this is farmland. I get it.
Mm-hmm. It's doable. But also, it is the 30s. Everybody's suffering. Well, not everybody but Nancy and her dad are suffering.
Yeah.
Right? And the Tophams, I guess.
Yeah. I know you wonder how we live, but are too polite to ask, Allie broke in. Grace helps a dressmaker at Masonville whenever she can get work. She makes all our clothes, too, and I raise chickens. Chickens? Nancy asked in surprise. Can you make much at that? Well, it all depends. This year, the market hasn't been as high as usual, because, Great Depression. And the price of eggs has dropped, too. But I enjoy the work, and I could make it pay if only I could afford to start a flock of white leghorns. Great. Allie is a regular outdoor girl, Grace explained with a smile. We divide our work. I attend to the house, but she would rather be outside. We get it. She's
I want to go out there and with my waders on, and I want to milk chickens and get cow eggs.
The way that this is described, I'm getting weirdly enough Stardew Valley.
That's good. You need to make Nancy your next player character in Stardew Valley.
Oh my god.
So yeah, we get it. Allie likes the outdoors, and the other one just sits at home and knits doilies, I guess. No, she will attend to the house, right?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. I'm gonna listen.
Yeah, that's fair. We get along very nicely in the summer, Allie went on. We raise vegetables and have enough of our own use, but in the winter it's hard. I don't know how we'll manage this year. We'll find a way, Allie, Grace told her with a brave smile. We always have. She arose from her chair and turned to Nancy. I'm sure you're not interested in our misfortune. It's true that we're poor.
Oh, I'm very interested in your misfortune. I love gossip.
Nancy's like leaning forward and like practically salivating because of all the stuff she's getting. It's true that we're poor, but we can still offer a guest a cup of tea. Excuse me while I make it. It was on the tip of Nancy's tongue to protest, but she checked the words just in time. She knew that Allie and Grace were proud and that to refuse their hospitality would hurt their feelings. Nancy is very up on her social etiquette, I guess.
I mean, she was raised by Carson, so...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, criminal lawyer, yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I could help them, Nancy thought. But if I offer to pay for the tea, they will be offended. Perhaps later I will engage Grace to make a dress for me. Perhaps later I'll get engaged with Grace. I mean, engage Grace to make a dress for me. In a few minutes, Grace returned to the living room bearing a tray, which had been covered in a clean white napkin. She poured the tea and served the cake with as much poise as though she were gracing an elegant drawing room. I never tasted more delicious cake in all my life, said Nancy warmly. The three girls chattered over the teacups and watched the rain beat against the windows. Presently, as Nancy noticed an unusual picture on the wall, she commented on its beauty. Oh, Uncle Josiah gave it to us, Allie told her. If you were only alive now, things would be different. These are the two girls. They were hinting at them earlier.
Oh, yeah, that's right. At the mention of the name, Nancy started. Could it be that Allie referred to Josiah Crowley? It was very unlikely. I mean, how many people are named Josiah?
It was very common in the 30s, I guess.
It was very unlikely, she decided, yet only the week before her father had told her that there were two girls living on the river road who should have figured in the will. The relationship would have been worth investigating, Nancy told herself. Then your uncle is dead? She inquired sympathetically. Josiah Crowley wasn't really our uncle. Oh, shit!
Oh, no!
Grace replied, but we loved him as much as though he were a relative. Her voice broke, and for a moment she could not go on. He lived next door to us. That was when our mother and father were alive. All of our misfortunes seemed to come at once.
So, mother, father, Uncle Josiah. Damn.
This sucks.
Yeah.
Poor girls.
Seriously.
I'll let you go. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay. He was the dearest man you ever saw, Allie added, taking up the story. Some people thought him queer. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's been brought up before. But you never minded his peculiar ways after you knew him. He was so good and kind to us. We were neighbors for years, until the Tophams induced him to live with them. After that, everything was changed. But he never liked it with the Tophams, Grace declared. They weren't kind to him, and he used to sneak off to visit us. Didn't he, Allie? Well, were they keeping him in a cage? Were they putting him, like, in a cupboard under the fucking stairs?
I'm so confused this way. I was just like, I'm just chilling from house to house, but for some reason, these guys were assholes, so I don't want to chill there anymore.
I don't understand. Did they have some... Was it the fact that everybody knew he was queer but didn't say it? But the Tophams... I'm just leaning on this stupid bit now.
Oh, God.
They were going to out him.
Poor guy.
It's the 30s, I mean, you know... Yes, he often said that we seemed like his own children. He brought us so many nice gifts. We loved him for himself and not his money. But after our parents died, he hinted that he intended to see to it that we never came to want. I remember the very last day we ever saw him alive. He told us that he intended to mention us in his will. I have planned a big surprise for you, girls. You'll see it in my will. Those were his very words. And then the Tophams got everything, Grace said somewhat bitterly. It isn't that we weren't expecting any of the money, but it does seem unfair the entire fortune should go to them. They never cared a snap of their fingers for Uncle Josiah, and I don't believe he intended to leave his money to them. Perhaps you were mentioned in the will they say he can't be found? Nancy suggested. Grace and Allie exchanged significant glances and gravely nodded. That's just what we think, Allie announced. Can something be done about it? It seems only fair that you should have your inheritance. I'm afraid there's nothing we can do, Grace said doubtfully. You see, although we are certain a will was made in our favor, we have no actual proof. We haven't enough money to fight the case. Well, now Nancy's double set up. She's got to help these two girls she's very attracted to. The Tophams ought to do something for you girls. The Tophams? Allie laughed scornfully. They wouldn't give us a cent. For some time, Allie and Grace Horner talked of Josiah Crowley and his queer ways. I'm sorry, I know. I know it's not a euphemism, but
so much of the use of the word queer and then her being described as attractive to Allie and Grace, just
gay subtext. Gay subtext. To Nancy, it was evident the girls had loved the old man a great deal. Presently, as the rain ceased and the sun threatened to break through the clouds, Nancy arose to leave. Your story has interested me a great deal, she assured the Horner girls. It's possible my father can do something to help you. He is a lawyer, you know. Oh, we weren't asking for help, Grace interposed quickly. I don't know why we happen to tell you all so much. I'm glad that...
It's like you have this sixth sense that...
I'm glad that you did, and if I can, I want to help you. But my father asked you to come to his... If my father asks you to come to his office at River Heights, will you do it? Why, yes, I suppose so, Grace admitted slowly. But we have told you about everything we know concerning the will. My father is a wonder at unearthing hidden facts, Nancy declared.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of you to tell your father about the case, Allie broke in. We'd be so grateful something could be done. We don't want a cent that doesn't belong to us, but it does seem as though we should have received a small inheritance. Don't build up your hopes until I've talked with my father, Nancy advised them as she turned toward the door. If anything can be done, I promise I'll let you know. Dun dun dun! Dun dun dun.
It's interesting. It's interesting, but I'm tired.
So am I.
It's getting late, and unfortunately, this sleep schedule has not been treating me kind.
Well, the unexpected trip through the rain suddenly led to a circumstance that had Nancy meet these two girls.
Wow, what a coinky dink. This so happens to go into the barn of the two girls who were friends with Josiah Crowley and saw him as an uncle. Ain't
that lucky?
Ain't that just the way?
You know, that's the way. I notice that's something that happens a lot in these older stories, especially. I think about, you know, people always talk about the rags to riches story, and they often cite the story of Ragged Dick.
Yeah.
Well, you know how Ragged Dick got on the path from being like a poor street urchin to like one of the richest people ever, according to the story?
Mm-hmm.
He happens to be on a boat where a rich guy's kid falls in the water and he jumps in to save the kid. And so the rich guy is very grateful and gives him money. And then he uses it to start his career. So it's not about working hard. It's about being in the right place at the right time. And also kind of nepotism. Anyway, this feels like one of those right place, right time things.
My eyes like closed and I started to drift.
Oh my God.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay, dear.
I think I need to go to bed.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining us for another episode of Public Remains. If you want to listen to any of the other cool shows on the Creative Horror Network, you can go to the Creative Horror Network and they're all there. It's very helpful.
Yeah.
You can also, if I would appreciate any feedback you can give on this podcast, wherever you listen to it. I know you already know how the internet works and how all this works, but everybody does the call to action. Why shouldn't I? Why shouldn't I?
I don't know.
I don't know. You know what? Maybe I should sign off now. Hey, you know what to do. If you like this show, you know what to do. I know you're seasoned people. You've been around for a while. You know what to do. I'm not going to be a baby. I'm not going to treat you like a baby.
Why are you?
I'm not going to treat you like a small little tiny baby.
Why are you doing this to me?
Because I'm evil.
Yeah, not as evil as Dr. Satan.
No. All I want to ask is, what do we take away from this so far, or do we have any takeaways from this?
Not much right now. I think we're now at chapter 5. When I'm more awake, I can give my thoughts and feelings. But right now, you're listening in real time as Kaela is closing their eyes and falling asleep.
Oh, well, good night, Kaela.
Good.
Greetings, fools. It is I, Dr. Satan, and this podcast is part of CreativeHorror.com, a network of podcasts and creators working together to build a constructive community of horror fans. For more content like this, visit us at CreativeHorror.com.